Boom shakalaka. Today we are going to take an in-depth look at the SEC lawsuit against XRP and what this potentially means for Ripple Labs, for Brad Garlinghouse, but also for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And also we're going to take a look at the 70+% dump in the XRP Bitcoin price in the past month. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. So since a month ago, November 24th, Ripple has dumped over 70% in Bitcoin comparative. If we take a look at it, it's actually down around pretty much the lowest resistance or the lowest support we find for Ripple. It's been trading in this little wedge pattern and it's looking like it could potentially break through to the downside. How far down? 32 sats. It would be going way down there, pretty much to historic lows from December of 2017. Now, all of this is due to this lawsuit right here from the SEC, and I'll post a link to this in the description or in the comments. This one's been annotated, but it's kind of funny and good to read through. But this is the entire lawsuit of the SEC versus Ripple. You can find out exactly what all these means with a bunch of really interesting notes. Now we're going to go through exactly what's happening, but not through this because it's a pretty extensive, it's 71 pages, and we just don't have that time today. Now, the XRP price fell 24% in 24 hours as exchanges began delisting XRP. So it fell 41% on Binance over the past 3 days as news of the lawsuit from the US SEC became apparent. On 3 small exchanges, namely OSL, Bexy, and Crosstower, they've either stopped trading or removed XRP. And many more exchanges may delist XRP because you know who's at risk if XRP is considered a security? Every exchange that lists it. The official lawsuit filed by the SEC said that Ripple entered into agreements with at least 10 digital asset trading platforms, and oftentimes they paid in Ripple a security, potentially alleged security, in order to be listed on those exchanges, which puts them at risk. Now, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, said he would aggressively fight and prove our case. He actually says that this isn't only an SEC versus Ripple thing. This is like a political thing, US versus China, because we have US-based Ripple that they're saying, hey, this could be security. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum, which have already been proven commodities. Those are China. So if Ripple loses this is basically the SEC pulling America out of all digital innovation and basically handing it to China. Now, furthermore, the commission, the SEC, is alleging that XRP token is classified as a security and is accusing Ripple of the 2 executives of raising more than $1.3 billion through an unregistered ongoing digital asset security offering to investors beginning in 2013. The SEC further alleges that Ripple distributed XRP for labor and market-making services and that Garlinghouse and Larson failed to register their personal XRP sales, estimated at $600 million. So they're kind of in trouble there. Now, before we go further, guys, if you are enjoying this, make sure to click the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Also, I think it's pretty interesting to know that on a YouTuber live stream a few days ago, I was talking about this exact thing before it happened, and nobody else thought it was important. Well, it seems like it's quite important now. Well, which tokens qualify as securities remain an extremely contentious subject because, I mean, if Ripple falls, we have a bunch of other tokens out there that could potentially be securities. This could potentially upturn the whole crypto space except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. The crypto industry has been waiting for clarity from the SEC or new legislation on the subject for a long time. That's true. We've been waiting on them and they've been dragging their feet, but now they're going after XRP, potentially to make an example, like they made an example of Ross Ulbricht with Silk Road, giving him 2 life sentences plus 40 years, an absolutely ridiculous sentence. Now, the firm and its 2 leaders could face disgorgement of their gains as well as civil penalties. That means they could lose a lot of their money based on this. Ripple board members and SBI Holdings CEO Yoshitaka Kitao, however, said he's optimistic that Ripple will prevail in the final ruling. He stated he believed Japan's financial watchdog has already made it clear that XRP is not a security and expects a similar result from U.S. regulators. However, David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, goes on to say the United States is one of the few countries where regulators will, after years of you operating in full light and day and frequently updating them on everything you're doing, turn around and tell you that you should have known you were breaking decades-old laws all along, apropos of nothing, of course. He's saying they could definitely just change their mind on a whim, see that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going up way too high in value. They need to do something to squash it. Why not go after XRP and make them a black sheep? So, furthermore, an SEC victory in Ripple's case could render XRP untradeable, some market pros say. While the case has yet to be filed, it could take years to resolve. Some market experts warn that if the SEC proves to the court that XRP is a security, the cryptocurrency could end up without an adequate market, all else being equal. That's because, as of now, the majority of crypto trading venues are not licensed to deal in securities. Therefore, many crypto exchanges would be forced to delist it, so liquidity would dry up and XRP's price would crash hard. Harder than what we're seeing it crash right now. Harder than that. They're saying if its liquidity dries up, we could see it crashing way hard. Furthermore, in the short and long term, okay, short term is odds XRP gets delisted by the SEC developments are low. The news represents, in this guy's opinion, short-term noise as far as price goes, so some FUD. However, it would, if it did happen, it would very likely render the asset untradeable for most exchanges and industry participants. That immediate disappearance of a massive portion of market liquidity and participants would cause the asset to dump heavily in price. However, there is a silver lining for the XRP army out there and all of you XRP hodlers. There are various ways the SEC could grant special operating conditions or accept a payment of a settlement from Ripple that could dampen the blow. And I think it would be extremely hilarious if the SEC took payment in XRP, this alleged security, to help make it not become a security. That would be the coolest way to do it, because that would just be like doublespeak. But the real silver lining is that this call could eventually allow Ripple to list on traditional stock exchanges and potentially open up to a far wider market, which means there could be an extremely positive price action in the long term. So this could be extremely bullish for Ripple. If you're a contrarian, you might want to buy into the FUD, buy while everybody else is selling and the price is cheap. Not a single other country anywhere has looked at XRP as a security. You've had countries like UK, Japan, Switzerland, and Singapore all come out and say things that make it clear that XRP is a currency. So, we'll kind of have to wait and see what to do, kind of like MoneyGram taking a wait-and-see approach as the SEC sues its partner, Ripple. So MoneyGram has yet to see any negative impact on its long-standing business arrangement with Ripple from the US SEC lawsuit. Ripple owns more than 4% of MoneyGram and paid MoneyGram $9.3 million in the third quarter of this year for providing liquidity for Ripple's XRP-based cross-border settlement network. All in, Ripple has given MoneyGram $52 million using Ripple's on-demand liquidity service. MoneyGram is currently the second largest money transfer provider in the world behind Western Union and has used Ripple's ODL to move in and out of four currencies since June of 2019. In the complaint filed on Tuesday, the SEC seems to make mention of MoneyGram when it alleges that onboarding onto ODL was not organic or market-driven, but rather subsidized by Ripple. They paid for it with their alleged security token. The money transmitter became yet another conduit for Ripple's unregistered XRP sales into the market, with Ripple receiving the added benefit that could tout as inorganic XRP use and trading value for XRP. So, a lot going on for XRP right now. Like I said, I'll make this available to you in the description or the comments, a link to it. And guys, I would think that in the short term, this is going to prove very bearish for XRP price, especially if we take a look at this trend that it's in. It's bucking right up against the lowest support that XRP has seen in years. Well, if it breaks through there, the price will continue to go down. Now, for overall in the market, this could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing. All the money in XRP could potentially be headed towards Bitcoin and Ethereum because they are shown to be not securities. So we could see a lot of price movement into Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, we may also see more people investing in XRP going against the trend. However, I would say do that with caution if you do that, because the SEC, they may want to make an example. I mean, we may remember Ross Ulbricht's case. They just wanted to make an example with him. Potentially, they just may want to make an example of XRP. Or maybe they just don't like the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies going up. So they're throwing some massive FUD in the works to help delay the ultimate Bitcoin moonshot. So it looks like, could be bad news for XRP in the short term. Long term, like mentioned in that article, could potentially lead to XRP being traded on traditional markets, which could expose it to many more people, and the price could significantly go up. But in the short term, it looks pretty bad. So guys, if you did enjoy that episode, make sure to click the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.